welcome to Sweet and Spicy. I'm Rachel, and today we are making a tiramisu. I'll show you my version of tiramisu. You see, it's super easy. You just need to follow a few simple steps and you'll be ready in no time. So I'll start with 6 cups of coffee. I'm using espresso. I'm adding half a cup of sugar. I'm gonna mix it well, and then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of rum, and then I'm gonna let it rest in the fridge for at least 30 minutes because you want it to be either cold or at least at room temperature. So these are the ingredients that I'll be using. So I'll start by whisking 1.5 cups of heavy cream. So we just want to make whipped cream. We're not going to add any sugar to it. We just want to whip the cream and set it aside. So now we're going to add 6 egg yolks. Three cups of sugar, and we're going to mix it until we have we want the mixture to turn so we want this consistency. We want it to be very light and mixed together. It's hard to mix egg and sugar, but we want it as light as possible. So I'm adding now 16 ounces of mascarpone cheese. So keep in mind, this one was a larger tiramisu, so it's double the recipe. So if you want to make a normal size, you just need to use half of all the measurement and you should be good to go. So we're going to mix this. Okay, after it's well mixed together, now we're adding the whipped cream. So now this is my personal touch. I realized that by adding whipped cream to the mixture already makes the cream lighter. You have a better texture, a better flavor. It really adds so much flavor to your tiramisu. So this is my personal touch. So now it's ready to assemble. So one thing to note is that I'm always using dipping only half of the Ladyfingers because we want to keep that sugary layer because it adds a nice texture when the tiramisu is put to set in the fridge for at least I usually keep it for at least 6 hours. because you want it to be very soft and just have like a cake feel to it. So we don't want it too wet, because you know sometimes you cut into the tiramisu and you have the rest of the coffee at the bottom. I really don't like it, so I really advise you to not dip it too much, because either way the cream is very light because we added whipped cream to it. So you're gonna have a light cream, and the ladyfingers are not going to be too wet, so they will be just like a sponge cake. So you just follow how I'm layering everything, and it should be pretty easy. It doesn't have to be perfect, you really do your best, but trust me, if you follow the recipe, it will taste really good and you'll be so proud of yourself. So now I'm adding some cocoa powder on top, and I'm going to let it rest for at least 6 hours. I highly recommend to let it rest at least overnight, but if you don't have enough time, you can do it 6 hours prior to serving it. Yeah, so I like to clean the edges before placing it in the fridge. It just makes it, it looks neat when it's time to serve. So when I was making it for Thanksgiving, so I was making a lot more. But you can use half of the ingredients to make just a normal size. So it's very easy to make, as you can see. It looks intimidating, but I really advise you to give it a try and see, if you can make it. And everybody really liked it. Yeah, I made it for Thanksgiving, and we finished it the next day. So I give it a try. You see it's very good. As you can see on the plate, there is no coffee running, and that's the reason why I wasn't dipping my ladyfingers too much into the coffee, because I wanted it to have a neat finish. And as you can see, I achieved it. So thank you so much for watching. I see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye.